So hey guys, welcome to Everyday Family Adventure. I'm Trent. Welcome to another new day and a new miracle. This is so cool. If you guys remember on the last vlog, we showed you that we've been keeping this prayer journal of like prayer requests and then the date that they got answered. This is one of those answers to prayer. Just so cool, out of the blue, didn't expect it, but we're in North Dakota in Nowhereville, and we kind of had to split our trip up halfway because we're on our way to Kalispell, Montana. And so 14-hour drive, we were just like, okay God, we need a place to stay on Monday night, but we have no idea where. And so, you know, a week and a half ago we were like, God, we need a place to stay on Monday night. We'd like to not have to pay for a hotel. Maybe we could do a cabin or something like that, but we'd like to stay somewhere if we could because we're trying to keep our expenses low and our budget low. But where do you put a family of 7? Like, that's often, you know, in ministry and traveling has always been a challenge for me because, well, to be honest, that's why the RV worked so well, because we don't have to like overwhelm places as hosts with all of our kids and our whole family, and it can be exhausting for some people. But to say that like we love our family, we love bringing them along with us, and this is just a new challenge. Pretty cool place to stay, huh? Blessing.
Yes, amazing.
And we're having some dinner that we picked up at the grocery store today. We're the only ones here at this campground. Look at these rolling hills out here.
It's so beautiful. There's like a little house out there somewhere that I saw. Daddy, a little white house.
I found a painted
and look
rock.
At that chapel, the chapel up on the hill there. You found a painted rock, let's see. Oh, that is cool, look at that. Beautiful place, I mean, check out this landscape. I mean, this is just absolutely gorgeous out here, you know? You got these rolling hills all over. Just a super cool place. This is such a neat place to stay, Sally?
Yes.
So
Daddy.
What?
Listen to this. I just started to hurt tonight.
You are so silly. Oh my goodness. We're gonna get out early tomorrow and we're gonna try to have some redemption at Glacier National Park tomorrow because I've heard the road to the sun is open. So I'm gonna let you guys go tonight and we'll pick up this video tomorrow morning. Hey guys, so we have now been driving all day. We got up really early this morning, left before the sun came up, and so we could make it all the way across Montana, which is like the most boring drive ever, but you know, now we're in Glacier like National Park, so, and it's beautiful. All the colors are changing, and yeah, this is the part.
It's kind of bummer though, because the fire is still going on here. So our friends that live here in Kalispell told us that the Going to the Sun Road opened back up, but I don't think they realized that it was just the western part that opened back up. So there still is a big huge chunk that is closed, and so we can't go through. So because we can't go through, it would have taken us a long time to go.
I can even smell the fire.
Oh yeah, I do smell it too.
Oh yeah. You can see the smoke coming off the trees and the forest fires over there on that side. It did say there was fire activity here, and we were driving right through it.
I can smell it for sure.
Wow, man.
So it's kind
sad.
of a bummer. It is really sad.
We didn't get to go to the Going to the Sun Road last year either.
Yeah.
You know?
It just means we have to come back, and it's okay because we really only had a short time while we're here. Because we're just here for like 2 nights and then we have to head out to Seattle. Well, Spokane first. But But yeah, so it's just kind of a bummer. It's sad when these forest fires
Oh,
happen.
look at this. You gotta show
And,
them this.
what?
If you can see it. Look at
Oh,
how
yeah.
smoke covered it is.
So,
That's not
yeah,
clouds.
That's
not
clouds.
fog.
That's fire.
I wish you guys could smell it right now. I mean, obviously.
It's definitely.
Why do I
Sorry,
smell
there's so much.
It's all the fire. You see
There's
all
like
the
all
fire,
kinds of
forest
garbage
fire
on
over
it.
there, Camden? Look,
Oh,
those are all the
yeah,
forest
look at
fires.
that.
Like right there.
Oh, wow.
Wait, there's a forest.
There's a forest
Yeah,
fire.
that's why we can't go on the road. The going to the Sun Road is closed because of the fire.
Oh. That's why I smell that smoke.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
you're smelling fire. So, but we are, I don't know, what are we, about an hour out still? Hour and a half?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but we're almost to our friend's house. And I say our friend, I've actually never met this person, but this was Trent's girlfriend in middle school or something like that for like a day. You know, one of those middle school, like, are we going
I
out?
know who started.
But good friend.
So-
Like we were great friends through high school, and you know, I went to her and her husband's wedding. I got to know her husband.
Daddy.
Honey,
I just
you're
haven't-
interrupting, sweetheart.
I just haven't seen them in like almost 2 decades. So really cool, you know.
And they have a YouTube channel too, so hopefully we'll be able to introduce you guys to them and you can check out their YouTube channel. But I'm thankful that we've had a safe and quick trip. And did we want to tell them about last night? About
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is
So-
another miracle. I
So
think I might have mentioned.
here's another miracle, and there's still a bunch that we haven't even told you guys about that had to do with the RV, and we'll talk about those later. But this specifically, we didn't really know where we were going to stay last night. It was Monday night, and as of Sunday, we didn't know where we were going to stay on Monday. And Trent got to talking to one of the pastors at the church of our friends, the Hochels, and he mentioned that we were headed west and that we were, you know, going through North Dakota and Montana. And he said, well, I used to live on the west side of North Dakota, kind of halfway where you're going through. And Trent's like, oh, really? You know, we're actually looking for somewhere to stay. So if you have any suggestions. And he told Trent about a Bible camp, I guess, just
Yes.
a Christian camp that he used to work at when he lived out there. And so we were like, cool, well, we'll check it out. So we were just going to go online and see what they had available, if they were even still open for the season. And after church, he came up to Trent and he said, oh, by the way, if you do decide that you want to stay there, we'd like to pay for your stay. So,
Like that's a miracle, because we wrote this down on our prayer list.
yeah, because we had specifically been praying that God would open up the doors as we're traveling in our van. We don't have our RV. We can't stay at a campground in our RV. We can't stay at Walmart like we usually do. It's a lot more planning and a lot more difficult. And and for our family to stay at hotels, we would have to get 2 separate rooms, and it gets expensive, and
Trying to
it's
keep
just
costs down.
yeah, we're trying to keep costs down because we're saving up for our YWAM missions trip now. And so we had been specifically praying that God would open up the doors for us to have places to stay along the way while we were in our van, and not just for a place to stay, but connections with great people and the opportunity to just share God's love. And so it was so cool when that just opened up, you know.
It's just an answer to prayer, is what it is. God answers prayers.
And as usual, it was like down to the wire. In fact, Monday morning when we set off, we hadn't even contacted the camp yet to find out if it was still open. So even as of yesterday morning, we didn't know where we were staying. And then we finally got a hold of them, and we ended up staying in a beautiful brand new cabin that had probably 20 beds in it. I'm thinking it had all these
boys
bunk
loved
beds.
it.
The boys got to pick, you know, whichever one they wanted to stay in, and we had their sleeping bags, and they curled up on these nice comfy new beds, and we all got to take showers, which, you know, when you're traveling and possibly spending the night on friends' floors or church floors or things like that, you don't know if you're gonna get a shower, so that was kind of special.
Yeah.
And we had a nice dinner outside. The views were just spectacular, beautiful. I mean, it's western North Dakota, so there's not much height to the landscape, but there were kind of low rolling hills, and there was eagles flying around, and there was a like a lake, and it was just beautiful, and there was a beautiful sunset. So it was kind of a blessing evening for us to stop there, and we were the only people there too.
Yeah.
So it was very quiet, very relaxing, and we're so thankful.
So we're still very, we're very blessed. Like, wow, this is super awesome. We have, I think, like 7 days that we need to find a place to stay in Seattle, but somebody also gave us some gift cards to a KOA cabin.
Yes.
So we might do that, and then we've got to find 2 nights in Hawaii before we get to the campus.
Yes.
Because, and that's the reason, if you hadn't heard before, the reason why we're flying out of Seattle, again, 7 of us, plane tickets to Hawaii can get really expensive. Siobhán found amazing prices, which is an answer to prayer already.
Yep.
For us. How much were they?
They were $188 a piece to Hawaii,
That's
which
pretty
is
awesome.
Amazing.
Out of Seattle. But
it was
2 days early.
2 days before our arrival date,
Yeah.
and so we can't officially arrive at YWAM until the 27th, but we're flying out on the 25th. So we will be getting there 2 days early, and we have to find somewhere to stay.
Yeah.
So it'll be
figure
interesting.
something out.
We'll figure it out. Yep. Anything else you want to say?
Oh, I don't know. Just loving this scenery. Sorry we'd show you, but the windshield's all buggy. I will say that
and there's
the boys,
garbage on our dashboard right now.
the boys have done such a wonderful job traveling these
These
last few
boys,
days.
have you guys been having fun?
They haven't been playing video games the whole time. They just started.
They just started. Well, apparently we're going too slow for all the rest of the traffic here.
I'm just sitting behind the logging truck. So
Maybe we should get out from behind the logging truck too.
I'm fine.
And
I
apparently
kinda like
people
the
are
logging truck.
like, they honked at us like as if this long line was something that we were doing.
It's just people.
Crazy.
It's
Those people, do you remember that in California too, when we were going up that mountain? Where the people that go like regularly down this road would get so annoyed with us that we were going the speed limit. So they didn't want to go the speed limit, and these roads were super windy too, and super scary with cliffs off the other side, and they wanted to go like 20 miles over the speed limit, and we were like, no, we're not gonna put our family in danger just so that you can.
Well, we kind of like it. We like to enjoy the scenery.
Yeah, we're not in a hurry, so if you get behind us and you're in a hurry, I'm sorry.
We got some more travel to do. We'll keep you guys in the loop. Thank you again so much for watching our journey. Sorry we're not all super super cheery and happy. We've just been driving all
We've
day.
been driving. driving.
So, do know that you can do great things. God is on your side and He answers prayer, so that's awesome. And remember, we can make the world better.
I believe we can.
Bye.
I believe we can.